What would you do if someone you trusted, someone millions of people admired, was suddenly accused of a crime so shocking it feels impossible to believe? What happens when the image of a beloved actor, a man known for his charm, talent, and family-friendly roles, collides violently with the darkest accusations imaginable? On January 13th, Timothy Busfield, a celebrated actor and Emmy winner, married to Melissa Gilbert, faced that very moment. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. The images of his mugshot, eyes hollow, expression unreadable, flashed across screens. Within hours, social media exploded. Headlines screamed. Fans, friends, colleagues, even casual viewers who grew up watching him on TV were stunned. How could the man who seemed so wholesome, so familiar, possibly be accused of crimes involving two 11-year-old boys? And yet, when authorities released the arrest warrant, the words themselves were chilling. 2 counts of criminal sexual contact of a minor and 1 count of child abuse. Busfield didn't stay silent for long. In a video obtained by TMZ, he declared, "They're all lies and I did not do anything to those little boys." But by the time he spoke, the world had already begun to pass judgment, often without knowing the full story. And that's exactly why we're here. Because behind the headlines, beyond the mugshots and viral clips, lies a story full of shocking twists, secrets, and betrayals that nobody saw coming. Why this story matters now. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. Not merely a fleeting headline to scroll past while you sip your coffee. The stakes here are enormous, legally, emotionally, and culturally. Timothy Busfield has been in the public eye for decades. From his role on 30-something to countless television appearances and Broadway performances, he built a reputation of professionalism and charm. But suddenly, everything that defined him publicly is being questioned. Imagine watching a TV show for years, seeing the actor as a father figure, a mentor, a friend, only to hear that behind the scenes, allegations of the most disturbing nature were being made. It shakes the foundations of trust. It forces the public to ask, how well do we really know the people we admire? How carefully do we scrutinize those who seemed safe or good? And how does justice balance with celebrity? The story matters because it reflects something bigger: the tension between public persona and private reality, the power of social media to fuel outrage before facts emerge, and the fragility of reputation in an era where one viral post can define your entire legacy. Key players and their stakes. Timothy Busfield, a man whose career spanned decades, who built a public image of being family-oriented and dependable, suddenly facing accusations that could end his career and his life as he knew it. The legal implications are staggering: potential prison time, permanent damage to his reputation, and the collapse of personal relationships he relied on. Melissa Gilbert, his wife, also a public figure, who now finds herself navigating the storm. How does she reconcile her love for her husband with the horrifying nature of these allegations? How does she maintain her own reputation while the world watches her every move? The alleged victims, 2 11-year-old boys, whose identities are protected and whose lives are caught in a legal and emotional whirlwind. While details are scarce, the human tragedy is undeniable. Their voices are central to this story, even as the public struggles to separate fact from speculation. The public, media, and fans, from casual viewers to diehard fans, everyone suddenly has a stake in the story. Social media reactions, news cycles, and viral content all shape perception before facts are fully revealed. This is why it's not just a Hollywood scandal. It's a story about trust, perception, morality, and the law. And it's unfolding right now, foreshadowing shocking revelations. What you're about to learn goes far beyond what most headlines will tell you. We'll dissect the arrest warrant, explore conflicting statements, and reveal legal twists that might make you question everything you thought you knew. There are moments of betrayal, moments of shock, and even moments that reveal the complexity of human behavior in the face of public scrutiny. From the night Busfield turned himself in, to the release of his mugshot, to the emotional reactions of those closest to him, every detail matters. Some pieces of this story were hidden from public view. Until now. And here's the kicker: some revelations will challenge what you think about celebrity, power, and trust. Even those who follow every headline will be surprised. But the most shocking part is not what's been made public yet. Behind the camera flashes, the headlines, and the social media storms, investigators uncovered details that would leave even the most skeptical onlookers reeling. Details that no one, not even longtime colleagues or friends, could have predicted. And it all begins on the night Timothy Busfield turned himself in. The night that marked the start of a story of celebrity downfall, legal battles, emotional turmoil, and shocking revelations that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Because just when the public thought they had the whole story, the first twist came. And that twist changed everything. It started like any other evening in Los Angeles. The city lights sparkled, fans scrolled through social media, and the hum of Hollywood felt ordinary. But for Timothy Busfield, January 13th, 2026, would be anything but ordinary. One phone call, one decision, one moment that would turn his life upside down and ignite a storm no one could have anticipated. Los Angeles is a city built on illusions. On its streets, stories are sold daily, tales of glamour, fame, and success. Yet behind the veneer, secrets are often hidden in plain sight. For decades, Busfield had been a part of this world. A familiar face from 30-something, a respected actor in Hollywood circles, a husband and family man in public perception. He had cultivated an image of dependability, a man audiences could trust. And yet, on that fateful evening, the illusion shattered. The surrender. Authorities reported that Timothy Busfield voluntarily surrendered to law enforcement. At first glance, it seemed straightforward. A man facing serious allegations steps forward to comply with the law, but the reality was far more tense. According to sources, he entered the police station quietly, flanked by attorneys, with cameras flashing and reporters clamoring outside. The mugshot captured a face that seemed both calm and hollow, a paradox of composure and despair. His eyes didn't betray panic, but neither did they convey innocence. That single image would be circulated across every news outlet, every social media platform, and every morning show within hours. From Los Angeles to New York, from casual viewers to diehard fans, the world was watching. And everyone had a question on their mind. How could this happen? The charges, the arrest warrant, obtained by People, was explicit. Timothy Busfield faced 2 counts of criminal sexual contact of a minor, 1 count of child abuse. The charges themselves sent shockwaves through Hollywood. For decades, Busfield had been celebrated for his family-friendly roles and reputation as a safe figure in the entertainment industry. Now, he stood accused of crimes that were almost unimaginable to those who knew him publicly. In the TMZ video that quickly went viral, Busfield looked directly into the camera and said, "They're all lies and I did not do anything to those little boys." His words were firm, but the world wasn't ready to accept them. The reactions were instantaneous. Headlines questioned his innocence. Social media erupted in disbelief. And the public was forced to reconcile the man they admired with the allegations against him. The initial reactions. Inside the Hollywood bubble, gossip spread faster than wildfire. Colleagues, co-stars, and friends whispered in hallways, unsure what to believe. Some expressed shock, some disbelief, others a quiet fear. The fear that someone so seemingly trustworthy could face such accusations. Outside Hollywood, fans wrestled with similar emotions. Many took to Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, sharing screenshots, headlines, and opinions. Memes emerged, dark, ironic, and unrelenting, highlighting the juxtaposition between his wholesome public image and the shocking allegations. Yet amid the chatter, a deeper tension lingered. How much of this was true, and how much was assumption fueled by outrage? Behind closed doors, while the public reacted, inside Busfield's home, the atmosphere was tense. Melissa Gilbert, his wife, reportedly spent the night fielding phone calls from family, friends, and reporters. Sources suggest she oscillated between shock, disbelief, and careful composure. The couple's private life, once shielded from prying eyes, now felt exposed under a harsh spotlight. It's said that for a family living in Hollywood, privacy is already a fragile commodity. But when the allegations hit, that privacy evaporated entirely. Every movement, every statement, every emotion became fodder for public consumption. And for Melissa Gilbert, The challenge wasn't just managing the optics. It was navigating her own feelings about the man she married and the accusations leveled against him. The public fallout. Almost immediately, the story went viral. Hashtags trended. Online discussions escalated into heated debates. People asked, how could a man known for family-friendly roles face such horrifying charges? But even as outrage swelled, some cautioned restraint. Legal experts reminded the public that allegations are not convictions, and the courtroom is the proper venue for truth. Yet in the age of social media, nuance often gets lost. Public judgment can precede legal judgment, and reputations can be shattered before facts are fully revealed. Meanwhile, Hollywood insiders were reportedly divided. Some expressed disbelief that the allegations could be true. Others whispered that the arrest might be only the tip of the iceberg. The tension between loyalty, skepticism, and self-preservation created an undercurrent of unease that would define the weeks to come. A glimpse into the investigator's perspective. Authorities, meanwhile, approached the case with the meticulous care demanded by such serious charges. Law enforcement sources revealed that investigators had spent months gathering evidence before the arrest warrant was issued. Surveillance, witness statements, and careful interviews painted a complex picture that was only partially visible to the public. Inside the precinct, officers reportedly noted the public's heightened attention. They were aware that every move would be scrutinized, every statement dissected. In cases like this, the stakes are enormous. Legally, ethically, and culturally. And yet, even the investigators were caught off guard by what they found the moment Busfield walked through the door. Details that were never expected, details that would later fuel controversy and suspicion, were uncovered in the earliest moments of the investigation. The human element. Beyond the headlines, the human dimension is impossible to ignore. For Busfield himself, surrendering was not just a legal step. It was a confrontation with the full magnitude of the storm he faced. The man who had spent decades in front of cameras, building a public image of trust and warmth, was now at the center of one of the most serious accusations imaginable. For his family, friends, and colleagues, the night was a crucible of emotions: fear, confusion, anger, and sorrow. And for the public, it was a jarring reminder of how quickly trust and admiration can be upended, foreshadowing the twists ahead. And yet, this night was only the beginning. Investigators would uncover details that weren't immediately shared with the public. Secrets that challenged perceptions, complicated narratives, and threatened to change the story entirely. Some of these revelations would make headlines. Others would remain hidden, known only to those in the inner circles of the investigation. But each would play a pivotal role in the unfolding drama. A drama that blended celebrity, law, and human emotion in ways few could have predicted. Ending cliffhanger. Just when the public thought they had seen the worst, a mugshot, a viral video, shocking charges, the investigators discovered something in the evidence room that would leave even the most seasoned officers speechless. Something that hinted that the story was far from over, something that would set the stage for weeks of scandal, legal maneuvering, and public debate. Timothy Busfield. To millions, he was the quintessential good guy of Hollywood. Charismatic, talented, dependable, and approachable. The kind of actor whose face evoked warmth and nostalgia. But when allegations of child sexual abuse surfaced, that carefully crafted public image was shattered overnight. How could a man who seemed so wholesome become the center of a nightmare that left the world questioning everything? The wholesome image. Busfield's career spanned decades. From 30-something to The West Wing, from stage performances to family films, he was known for his range and professionalism. He wasn't just admired by audiences, he was respected by peers, directors, and co-stars alike. Photos from award shows and charity events painted a picture of a man who was family-oriented, approachable, and kind. Melissa Gilbert, his wife, often shared glimpses of their personal life on social media. Quiet family moments, charity work, and casual photos with friends. To the outside world, Timothy Busfield seemed the embodiment of trustworthiness. Fans often described him as a safe celebrity, someone whose work could be enjoyed without controversy. For years, this perception helped cement a legacy of goodwill. The jarring contrast. And then came January 13, 2026. Suddenly, The image of the family-friendly, beloved actor collided with allegations so shocking that disbelief was almost universal. Headlines screamed, "Timothy Busfield arrested on child abuse charges." Social media erupted with a mix of horror, disbelief, and anger. Fans posted memes, articles, and video clips, questioning how someone they trusted could be accused.